I was gonna my background. I was gonna get Let's Do It Again with Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby, but
Hmm.
since my internet is tripping, I'm just gonna
So
rock with
is
Kobe
it
Bryant.
so is it 24 Kobe with 8 Kobe?
Yeah,
That's the
that's the
duo.
best. Oh, I like that. That's the duel.
That's the
That's the
duo.
duel.
Okay.
Okay.
That works. It's not a movie, but it works.
Yeah.
Okay, so Josh went first last time. So okay, so we're doing our favorite movies that have a duo in it, our Two-gether movies, the number Two-gether
Right.
movies. Lamar, you started off.
So I have like 3 honorable mentions. This shit was harder than I thought it was gonna be. It was like really harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Like
But I'll say
narrowing
that.
it down.
Yeah, I'll say the honorable mentions at the end. And
Okay.
Tasha, you said you had my prediction for number 1, so we're gonna see if you was right.
Okay. Oh, I was supposed to write it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So number 5, are we doing clues or we just gonna say it?
we could just keep we can say it.
Well,
Yeah.
number 5 is Soul Man with Samuel Jackson and Bernie Mac. That movie is fucking hilarious. Hilarious. I've never seen two black dudes not have to try to be so fucking funny. Like they were just the shit was
They were
just natural.
themselves.
Like that shit is hilarious. I don't know if you guys both seen it.
When it
Nah.
first came out.
I didn't catch my attention when it first came out.
It wasn't a rewatchable for me.
I rewatch that motherfucker a lot.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
So real quick about these. So did you find that a lot of the duos were comedies?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
A lot of the duo movies are comedy movies.
I realized that I like the duos that are like buddy cop movies, but when I think about like the comedies, they kind of outweigh. They were like above.
Yeah.
Because I don't care for Lethal Weapon. Like that's one thing. That's like the buddy duo when it comes to action.
I like part 4.
Was that again?
I like Lethal Weapons.
I like part 4.
I like part 4. But it's not like when I watch.
It's not top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. When I watch all the other ones, I'm like, okay, this is above it. This is above it. This is below it. Lethal Weapon just never really did anything, except for part 4. But that's because I like Joe Pesci and Chris Rock in it.
Honestly, I like them all. But the thing is the comedies are the more of the rewatchables. It's like the serious ones you don't really run to.
Like Seven. Seven's a duo movie, but that's like you got to be in the mood to watch Seven.
Yeah.
But it's kind of we did a kind of vague versus like duo, which there's so many duo movies, like whether it's comedy, action, drama. We just said like duo and whatever. So I had to like look at a list and be like, all right, there's too many. I can't think of all of them right now. So there's like a list I made. I'm like, oh wait, I just remembered. There's this movie. Oh wait, there's this movie. So I had to like redo it. I think it was a duo thing.
Okay. Yeah. So Soul Man. Okay, I have to watch that again because I do like them both.
Yeah.
Both of them. So. All right, I'm gonna go next. Josh, you're going last this time.
Oh, okay.
So my number 5 is actually not a comedy, but this is a movie that I watched so many times as a kid, so I had to put it on here. Thelma and Louise.
I literally said, better not be Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise. I watched that all the time as a kid. And I watched it as an adult, like not that long ago, and it lives up. Like it's still a good movie, but I had a hard time finding movies for my list. It's like with the Will Smith movies, there's a lot of movies that I don't love. And I feel like with my top 5, it's got to be movies that I'm like, oh yes, this movie.
Yeah.
So that's why I put Thelma and Louise on there, because I'm like, it's nostalgic for me. So therefore, that's my number 5.
Yeah.
I was young watching that movie all the damn time. Like I had no business watching that movie, and I had no business like not relating, but like connecting to that movie.
Yeah.
I did.
I literally don't remember shit about that movie. I don't know if I've ever seen it all the way through.
Yeah.
If you did, you were young and you don't remember.
Pretty much.
I can't imagine you wanting to watch that movie. Like, I'm gonna watch Thelma and Louise. Josh, have you ever seen it?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who did that? Ridley Scott.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
Ridley Scott, brother. Yeah. Sorry, we talked about him earlier. Speaking of,
brought it back around.
Yeah, but I wanted to check it out. It's just as a kid, I don't think I would understand it. But I've seen, people make the spoof up the end of it.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was doing that shit.
Yeah. So,
And that was Brad Pitt's breakout role, even though it was really small.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 5.
Okay. So my number 5 is Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, that's.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about Step Brothers.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. That's a top one as far as comedies go. Yeah.
Yeah, like that it was high above than I thought about other movies that I really like over Dumb and Dumber, because Dumb and Dumber is hella funny, but when they get to Aspen, it's still hella funny, but it's not. I think it lost kind of like momentum.
It tried to be a little more serious.
Yeah. But like when they're on the road, to me, is the best parts of that. So I think that's what kind of like, well, if I have to have a number 4 or 3, that brings it down to number 5. Whereas I've been trying to tell people when I make those like lists of which one do you get rid of, I'm not. When you get rid of it, it's like all these are good movies, but there's got to be that one thing that brings it down in order to a ranking. So yeah, Dumb and Dumber for me is number 5. Still hella funny movie. Part 1.
Quotable.
Was that again?
Quotable.
Rewatchable, at least for the main parts. But
I still, if you mispronounce anything around me, I'm gonna say Swansonite. I was way off. Every time, if I don't say it out loud, it's in my head.
Or somebody has something or knew something all along and didn't say it until like late, like extra gloves. Gloves this whole time.
Still, okay, so funniest scene in that movie, and probably underrated scene to me, when they were having a sword fight, and then Jim Carrey starts walking, and he comes like this, and he cocks back, and like whap on his legs. I watched that scene so many times. To me, that is the funniest scene in that movie. Like, there is no scene funnier than that to me.
I don't know what scene I think is hella funny in that movie. Like, there's so many scenes that are hella funny. Like, so stupid but genius at the same time.
Right.
Like, or who's the deadbeat that hit me with the salt shaker?
What's funny is like the thing that sticks with me is the fact that Des and Josh can recite the entire monologue of him driving her to the airport.
No, that's Desiree. Desiree knows.
It's just Des. Oh, I thought it was both of you. She could do both roles. Him and what's her name as he's driving her to the airport. Yeah. Like that. I watched that and I can only hear Des doing that entire scene.
No, I just love the mock. Me and my friends would do that.
Oh my god!
And then they pick up the Mexicans and they go, see.
Yeah, I remember so with Dad, and he was laughing his ass off.
I hate that scene because I was in elementary when this movie came out. So after this movie came out, when I got to school, that's all I heard. The
song.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? I thought you were gonna say they were doing that.
Oh, they were doing the Mockingbird song.
Yeah. Now me and Sam would always be like, "You're at Quincy's and a Quincy's. No, you can't 777 double stamp. You can't 777 double stamp."
Pull over. No, it's a cardigan. But thanks for noticing. You know, it took me forever to understand that joke. When I was a kid, I didn't understand that joke at all. Like, what's so funny?
Jokes that flew over my head,
because I didn't know what cardigans were.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know what cardigans were, so I was like, I don't get it.
I remember I saw this at a double feature. I saw Brady Bunch first. I was at my grandpa's who lived in Fairfield, and I think we went to Vallejo, and I think Desiree and her friends were there, so I saw them.
Mm-hmm.
They left, and I was like, "What? Are we going?" And then they're like, "No, we're gonna stay and watch Dumb and Dumber." And I had no idea. My grandpa and my brother Sam was laughing at a bunch of shit that I just didn't know what the hell.
You're just laughing because they laughing?
I didn't even laugh. Later on, when there's a bunch of other shit that was happening that I thought was funny, but I'm like, I don't get it. You know? But yeah, number 5, Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Number 4, it's funny because I just swapped it out. Number 4, Step Brothers.
Was it not on your list already, or
it wasn't?
It
Until
wasn't?
he said Dumb and Dumber, and I was like, fuck. I was like, I need.
You didn't think about dumb comedy.
No, you know what it is? I didn't think white. Like I just excluded all white comedies. I don't know why I did that in my mind. But I mean, the rest of my movies can't be replaced. But Step Brothers for sure. Like hands down the funniest. I can't say the funniest white comedy, but the funniest white buddy comedy.
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
Would you say funniest Will Ferrell, or there's?
No, I can't say. That's why I said I can't say funniest Will Ferrell, because Anchorman and Talladega, it's like all three of them are on the same level for me. So I can't separate those. But as far as just the two-man duel, in my opinion, Step Brothers is funnier than Dumb and Dumber.
So Step Brothers not Get Hard?
No, not at all. Step Brothers is fun. It's just I don't know, just the way they pull off acting like children, but it seemed normal. Like it was weird as fuck. Like the whole dinner scene, like when they're eating and just doing little like snarky
wild shit.
Yeah. He was like, that's enough, but I like it. He's squeezing the kitchen.
The only thing
I don't know about that, but tweet your tongue.
I'm saying just for me, that movie,
I always say there's so much room for activities when there's like space anywhere. Yeah. That's what I always say that because of that movie. Like there's so much room for activities.
No, when he's laying in the bed and they're just whispering shit, and he's like, "You don't say that." That movie's over the top and stupid.
See, Josh, it's about who you watch it with. I think you have to watch that movie with certain people to think it's.
Oh my god!
I watched it is with Nikki, and I kind of laughed at it because she was laughing, and I felt bad if I didn't laugh. But I
felt bad if I didn't laugh.
She can laugh by herself. It's fine.
Hey man, I laugh. I can watch the movie by myself.
I want you to laugh when they explain it to you. They explain to you why something's funny and it's not. So you have to laugh at them because you want to make them feel bad.
Josh.
He puts pillows in the oven because it's so random. It's funny. Laugh.
You get it, right? You get it. Okay. Josh, do you think Will Ferrell's funny? Do you like Will Ferrell movies?
I like a few Will Ferrell movies.
You don't like, oh, this is gonna be hella funny because Will Ferrell's in it. You're not like that.
No. Like to me, it was always, like I always say, Eddie Murphy and Jim Carrey were like the two main comedic actors I would go see. But oh man, this is gonna be hella funny.
Mm-hmm. Will Ferrell never did that for you.
Nah, he never
does it for me, man.
I saw him, like, to me, if I had to say my favorite Will Ferrell movie, it'd probably be. It's funny because it's Anchorman, but that's only because, not because of him.
The other people.
Everybody's in it. Yeah, like Steve Carell, Paul Rudd. He's funny in it because he's playing an over-the-top character, but he's like kind of chill at some parts, to where like Talladega Nights, he's a little bit too much. Like, okay, sorry, Sam, you got to say, when you live with someone that's up here,
dirt on Talladega. Don't throw any dirt on Talladega.
That's up here, and you watch a movie where the person's up here, it can't be funny. So they gotta lower it down.
You're getting it from everywhere. Yeah. You're getting it from all ends.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. So I think that's the reason why I can't really get into certain movies where they're just kind of like shouting all the time.
The funniest scene. You know what's funny? The funniest scene to me in Step Brothers is not the scene with Will Ferrell. It's the scene when the family's singing in the car.
Honestly, that part was funny. That was funny.
That shit is
the
so
mom was just so straight faced, not caring.
Yeah. Oh my god! When the dad starts singing, when he said "bow bow, I'm there," and he's hitting all these notes, it's for no reason. No reason. That's the funniest scene in that movie to me. But I love this fucking movie. Like it. Dumb and Dumber. I know Josh can't wait to get off and put it on Instagram. Dumb and Dumber and Step Brothers. Step Brothers is like right.
I'm gonna put that up.
I know a lot of people don't agree with me. I'm pretty sure I'll be the only one that's gonna say 90% to 10% because I'm gonna be the only vote.
Yeah, well,
but in my opinion,
yeah.
My number 4 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, nice.
A nice one, yeah.
But
Both
damn, is
of
that a
them, both
duel?
Leo and Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt were great together in that movie and separate.
That's a duel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Like to me, if there's like two main actors, then yeah. I mean, like I said, duel can be anything. It could be Django Unchained. You could say those two are. It could be Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like to me, I chose one where the duels were like throughout the movie, and they kind of like had good chemistry together and hold the movie together.
Right.
So
That's this one because they're together, but then they're also separate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But it's focused on them two. So.
Oh, it's still a great fucking movie to me.
Yeah. That trailer scene where he's yelling at himself because he drank 8. What did he say? He drank 8 whiskey sours the night before.
Yeah, that's still a good. That's an overall good movie.
Yeah, I might be biased because I love me some Leo, but that's my number 4.
Yeah, a lot of people do love Leo.
I love him in different ways, but all right, number 4, Josh.
Yeah, all right, so number 4 to me is fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's there's 3 guys in it, but it's the 2 guys are the main ones. They're the creators of South Park. Basketball. Yeah.
Okay.
That movie, yeah. Like as I watched it, I realized I go back and watch that. What's that?
Let's pause time. Let's grab the Infinity Stone and rewind time. You just said Will Ferrell is always up here, and then you picked basketball. Basketball is up here at all times. That comedy is.
No, you're not. Not the comedy itself. I'm talking about the way that people act in the movie, that shout in the movie. Now he doesn't do it all the time. Will Ferrell shouts a lot in his movies. Trey Parker, not all the time. It's a good balance, but it's not over. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Basketball is over the top movie, but there's just something about it that cracks me the hell up, even as a kid and as an adult. And I would like
you have a connection with South Park.
That's what I was about to say. I know you love South Park, so I'm not surprised at all. Like, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, like to me, I don't. If it's just random, yeah, like I can see why somebody laugh at it, but I just don't laugh at any random shit. It's got to be the way that you do it. Like I would have to maybe I should sit down and be like, okay, I'm gonna watch Step Brothers and I'm gonna watch Baseballs and I'm gonna tell you why I find this funny and not this funny, even though they're both really like over the top and redundant at times. Yeah, so I would have to do that if somebody's gonna understand, because there's some people who think like, oh, all like random like stupid comedy are the same, but to me they're not.
No, they're not. It's all like there's all these different angles. Like Dumb and Dumber and Step Brothers, it's 2 totally different angles. Like you would think, like if you read what the characters are about, you would think they were like the same. It's not close to the same. It's 2 different worlds. Like,
and dude, that idea where like they're like they have to shoot hoops and you have to distract them, where they're like saying all this fucked up shit. You know, it's so over the top. But he's like, oh man, one of so and so's pubic hair. He's like, oh fuck, like all saying a bunch of fucked up shit while they're trying to shoot. Right. Always cracking up. And the idea like is an over the top idea, but like it's funny, it's genius, and in a very stupid way, if that makes any sense. Right. Like Dumb and Dumber balls, they're stupid, but it works. Like we're saying, pull over. No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. Like so stupid but smart at the same time, like that. So yeah. So Basketball definitely, because I just thought about that like right before we started. I'm like, oh shit, hold on, I like that a lot more than a couple other movies.
Even more than Dumb and Dumber? Wow.
Yeah, I would because all the movies I have I love, but it's only because of that like the end scene where I think it kind of lags on a bit. You know, it's funny here and there, but it kind of does lag a bit when they go to aspirin. Aspirin.
Aspirin.
Oh the Lord, yeah. So
nice. The women block like Capistrano.
Yeah. Let me get something to charge the phone because I don't know why I charged it, but it seems like it's going out. So
okay.
I'll be right back.
Well, I can say my number 3 because nobody's gonna agree with me at all. You guys don't even like this movie, but my number 3 is Life with Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence.
We don't like this movie.
Neither one of you guys like this movie.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just don't watch it a lot.
Fucking love this movie.
That's
If you talk about quotables for the Black community, Life is the quotables for the Black community.
Well, then, I'll argue with that.
Well, then God, I ain't Black enough, so I'm not gonna watch it.
How do you come back in?
Coming in hot.
He came in hot.
When I first saw Life as a kid, I think maybe I saw.
Okay, so Josh, I keep forgetting that you are younger. Like that's so. That's the thing I have to remember. Like, so I shouldn't expect you to attach to it like I did when it came out. Because, like you said, you were younger.
Yeah, because there's certain things like scenes I thought were kind of funny, but then when it got to the serious moments, it kind of was like, damn, this is kind of messed up. Like when I found out, like, I was so used to, them people getting out, getting justice, and they were then there their whole life. And then when I thought they died, I'm like, this is some bullshit as a kid. So it was like I was laughing kind of, and then it got too serious, and I was like, and it does kind of drag on a little bit.
He was sad because Bad Boys was in jail for life.
And it makes sense.
See? Smart dumb. Smart dumb funny.
Heartbroken, so that's why he was like, fuck this movie. I don't like it.
Because Martin Lawrence and then Ving Rhames beat up Eddie Murphy and they were in jail for life. That is hilarious.
Circling back to our Will Smith conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, just that the way this movie hit, because as far as comedy goes, like Friday, like the way Friday hit and everybody attached to that shit as far as how funny it was, Life did almost the same.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, Josh, they had that serious moment where it's like, okay, we back to reality. As Friday was just comedy all the way through. But Life,
they had a couple moments.
There was a couple scenes, but it didn't take away from, like, to me, like, for example, the main example is always Click, where they go away from the comedy for a long time. Mm-hmm. And it kind of was like, okay, this is too serious for its own good. Like Coming to America, there's a serious moment where you think like, oh, they're gonna not get together at the end, but that doesn't last too long. They end up.
You guys said Friday had a serious moment?
Yeah,
like a couple, like when Pops comes to talk to him about,
that lasted all of 2 seconds.
That's why I said they're really small, serious.
But it's like it's not all the way. It's not all the way through. Like
when he checks Smokey.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. All the three playing? He ain't playing. Think he playing with his money? Don't drag me into this.
I mean, so those are like those are like
real moments. They're like real. Shit got real.
They're real, but
it's not comedic.
They're not life real. You know what I mean? Like
no. When he's all talking about
like, in jail, about to die here. It's like it's different. Like so the Friday series moments are like shit you hear all the time. Like you always got an old dude telling you this. Mm-hmm. Oh, you young dudes, y'all quick to kill. Or like
those moments aren't meant to be funny. That's what we mean. Like those moments are meant to crack a joke. It's like, okay, this is a serious point in this movie.
Yeah.
But like Josh said,
he's all like,
quick. It doesn't last long.
Yeah, it's like in and out. But with Life, they go straight serious for a minute. Like flat out.
Like once they get old and they're in there, that's where that's where the comedy kind of slowed down for me. Mm-hmm. Once, and also when Martin goes out, you see how much the world has changed, how much he's lost a lot of his life, not knowing what the hell's going on.
Right. So they kind of keep you. So the second half, after they stop, they get into the argument, they stop talking. The second half is basically all serious, but they give you some comedy moments in it. Yeah. But it's basically all serious. But compared to Friday, it's like they'll give you a snap, like you'll get like a little speech or a little saying, and then you go right back to the funny shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like even the fight scene is people took that as funny. Like it wasn't as serious.
Nah.
That fight scene was funny as fuck.
And then you got Smokey on the side, like get him, Craig.
Yeah.
But it's not like the fight scene that's funny like whatchamacallit.
No, not
breakdance fighting or anything like.
Not like that.
Or
when I said a fight scene is funny, it's I don't know. It's like we're traumatized to where fights they happen all the fucking time. So it's like you're not even. It's like it's a fucking fight. It's a street fight. So it's just funny the shit that's happening. Like Pops is about to shoot him, or the mom's about to shoot him. We're laughing, but she's seriously about to shoot him because he's fucking his son up. But to us, it's funny. It's like, oh yeah, that's how my mama would be.
So
I don't think it's supposed to be funny, but it's funny.
In the background, the only thing, get him, Craig, what? Craig. Like that part's funny.
But that's what I'm saying. So,
I don't think the other part's that funny. Yeah.
No, I mean, saying, for certain people it's not. But for us, it was funny. It's like it's a fight. It's a
for
fight.
You.
Yeah.
I didn't really find that. Like I said, the only thing I found that was funny was stuff that was happening in the background.
Yeah,
but that's about
all of it. When he hit him with the brick, everybody's laughing. It's like I said, it's not supposed to be funny, but shit happens. Friday is real like a real life glimpse into the world. Like this shit happens all the time. Like
I mean, if you're going like, oh shit, that's how something. If you're talking about like that type of funny, we're like, oh shit, that shit would happen in real life.
No, like we're laughing. We're laughing at a drive-by in there. Like we're laughing. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not funny, but when it happens,
yeah. I mean, I didn't laugh.
I don't think you're laughing at the act. I think you're laughing at what's going on because of the act. Because you're not laughing like, oh shit, they're drive-by. That's hella funny. You're laughing because they're hiding from it, smoking.
Yeah, that part.
And then even the guy that's shooting, he's like, where'd they go? Like,
yeah. So he's all like, but what I'm saying is that all of that is. For somebody who doesn't understand it, all of that is serious shit that's happening. Mm-hmm. I watched it at my cousin's house, and while that was happening, his mom was kind of reacting like, "What the fuck?" But I'm laughing because I've already seen it so many times. But I'm laughing. It's like it's just turned into a real movie for her because she's like, "What the fuck's going on? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah. I mean, I'm laughing. He's all, "Oh, Craig, I love you, man. Shut up, man." Mama, shut up, fat ass ain't gonna do nothing.
But look, we're
like
laughing
funny,
at that. But somebody else watching this, like they're hiding because they're about to die. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like I get that part. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That part is funny. But I'm saying like we're laughing not at the situation, but like
right. There's nothing like funny about a drive-by. I'm just saying as far as the movie goes. That's why I say it doesn't really get too serious. Yeah. It doesn't get.
But I don't. Serious. If you look at Friday, it's a comedy, but it's not like Coming to America. It's not like what's it called? Like Dumb and Dumber. Like, you know, there's some like serious, like I said, not serious moments, but real moments in it, and not over the top. It's just two partners hanging out, talking shit, just chilling on like their day off or whatever.
Right.
So like if I would put like there's a subgenre for it, I think it would be drama for comedy. Like you know what I mean when I say subgenre.
You talking about Life?
No, I'm asking.
I'm talking about Friday. I'm talking about Friday, like the subgenre.
I wouldn't even say that. No, there's nothing dramatic about Friday. I would say Life would be comedy, subdrama.
But if I had to choose one, because you know, like Robin Hood Men in Tights, that's a comedy. That's a satire. There's slapstick. You know what I mean? Like there's always some type of subgenre. Like a main genre and a subgenre when it comes down to it. Yeah. So I'm saying if I had to choose one out of all those ones, I would choose the drama over slapstick because it's not slapstick.
No, it's not.
Nah.
Well,
my number 3 is slapstick, and my number 3 is Zoolander.
Wait. So my number 3 was Life. Okay, go ahead. Because we started talking about Friday.
And now that I say Zoolander, I want to change it because I just thought of a movie that would be put in that place, and that is Night at the Roxbury.
Which is better than Zoolander.
Yes. And it literally just got into my head.
Because Will Ferrell boosts that movie. Well, you got Will Ferrell and what's his name? Them together.
Chris Kattan was what made the movie funny. It wasn't Will Ferrell.
It was both.
That was before Will Ferrell got like Will Ferrell status. Like he wasn't.
Right. Yeah. For Lamar, it was Will Ferrell because he's a fan. Yeah. I know, Tasha, you like Chris Kattan with him and Night at the Roxbury.
Corky Romano.
Even in House on Haunted Hill, you were laughing at what he was saying. Was
Corky Romano is fucking classic.
Yes.
Corky Romano is classic.
That is a classic. But Night at the Roxbury, ever since I saw that movie, like when it first came out, like That's one. I think that might have been like outside of Dumb and Dumber, one of my like first stupid comedies that I loved, that I watched all the time.
Mhm.
And even just the part where when they're walking to a building, to an office, to the reception desk, and he slips and falls because he's walking too fast. Like just that, I lose it. But yeah, Night at the Roxbury is my number 3. Zoolander, that's an honorable mention because that movie's like stupid funny, and Derek Zoolander's hilarious. So
yeah. All right. So, well, speaking of SNL sketch that turn into movies, my number 3 is a movie that's based on SNL. Does anyone want to guess it?
Blues
Is it the
Brothers?
girl with the
Nah.
superstar?
Nope. It's not in here. Good guess though. I didn't realize
Wayne's
that.
World.
Yep. I don't know what I like better, 1 or 2. They always like, it's neck and neck for me. I can't. It's hard to tell. I would have to go number 1. I would say
I think I like number 1 better than number 2.
Yeah. I always wanted to make a part 3, but never did. And to me, like, David Carney's hella funny. He just never got that role. Like, to me, he's just as funny as Mike Myers. Like I said, just never got that role like Austin Powers that made him. He tried to, but it didn't work.
Was it Master of Disguise?
Yeah, and that didn't go anywhere.
Did you guys ever see him in Moving?
Yeah, he's hella funny in that. Yeah, he's like bipolar or something. Yeah.
Wow, he's been around for a while.
Josh, add that movie to the bingo board.
I'm sure I've seen it, but when I was young, I do not remember that movie.
All right, so Moving.
Yeah,
I guess we can add it at the bottom. We can add it.
That's not a must watch, I'm sure.
Yes, it is. Not a must watch, but I think it's cool, worth checking out.
Yeah, if you black and you care about black
Dad
people.
didn't show us Richard Pryor movies.
Yeah, no.
He didn't like Richard Pryor movies.
No.
That's the only way I would have seen it as a kid, is if Dad showed it to us.
You know what? Oh, let me ask you. Your dad doesn't like Mike Epps either, right?
No.
I don't know. Does he?
No, he doesn't. He did not like Next Friday because he did not care for Mike Epps.
Well, if that's the case, he doesn't like Mike Epps, period. He liked Richard Pryor's stand-up, not his movie.
Richard Pryor stand-up, but then when he acts, him and Mike Epps kind of have the same, when they act, it's kind of the same thing. So I get it. I understand it.
So yeah, so Moving Out, you can put it on there, but it's not like you said, it's
No, Lamar, you're gonna have to write that in yourself, because I don't have the heart to do it, because I don't. I think it's a funny movie, but it's not one of those like
must see. Like, oh, you got
it's not a must see. I just love it. I love it personally.
So number 3 is Wayne's World, the first one you said, right?
Yeah, that's number 3. But I never get tired of that movie. Like, there's just so much random stuff that's the type of random stuff I think is funny. Like the stuff that they say, but it's just not so. It's not just like about throwing blankets and throwing coffee all over the place. Like, it's just the stuff that they say cracks me up. And that humor, and also that one scene, that one iconic scene where they're listening to Queen.
I was going to say about that song. I thought that was a made up song for the movie. I didn't know that was a legit song when I was a kid.
I thought it was too, honestly.
Yeah.
To this day, if we're in the car, if me, mom, my friends, or whoever in the car, and that song comes up, we have to do the head nod.
You're all Wayne's Worlding out in the car.
Yeah, we have to do the head nod. If not, we're going to stop and drop your ass off. So,
unpopular opinion, I think Wayne's World is overrated. It's
underrated.
Just for me.
I think it's a forgotten movie.
I could see that, yeah. It's fun, but it's not like, for me, it's not a movie like, oh shit, Wayne's World, I gotta watch it, or it's hella funny. I enjoy it, but it's not my go-to movie.
Right. It ain't no Weird Science.
Classic movie, by the way.
I like Weird Science, but nah, man. Nah. Wayne's World up here, Weird Science down here.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Number 2.
My number 2, Money Talks.
Really?
I've seen that movie so many fucking times. Chris Tucker mixed with fucking that movie does not get its just due. Like, that movie, fan-fucking-tastic.
I remember liking it when it came out. I used to watch it because I had a crush on Chris Tucker too. So everything he was in, I had to watch it. So
Big ass eyes. You had
I thought it was a weird pairing between Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen.
That shit
random.
worked.
It was
They
random.
were both hot at the time, so it was like
What
Christopher was a
Charlie-
newcomer, you know. And
What was
then
Charlie Sheen doing at that time? Like, was he?
I don't remember, but
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I've always liked Charlie Sheen. Like it, I couldn't give you a list of the movies I liked him in, but I know I've always liked him. So when this movie came, it was just like, oh, I like that dude. I really liked him. My favorite movie with him was the one with him, Lawrence Fishburne. They were in the army.
Platoon?
Hell no.
No, you're thinking of his dad. You're thinking of his dad in Apocalypse Now.
He was in the army with Lawrence Fishburne and fucking they were chanting the song while he went to like a black army and they were like chanting the song. You know what I'm talking about, Josh?
No, I don't think I've seen it, but I think I might.
His dad, no, Josh, you're right. His dad was in it. His dad killed the other black soldier, and then they went to this trial, and he was like they were trying to get the dad convicted.
Oh. Nah, I don't think I've seen that one. That's something I must have missed.
What the fuck is it called?
Cadence.
Cadence, yeah.
Never seen that.
That was I used to like him from that, and it was funny because I only seen him in goofy ass movies up until that one. Like that was a serious movie.
I haven't heard of it, but I never watched it.
That was a good ass movie. Like that's a movie you can watch today. You'll think it's a good ass movie.
I haven't seen Money Talks in forever. I do remember liking it, and I do remember watching it constantly.
I can quote,
but I couldn't tell you jokes or anything.
Yeah, I remember watching it a lot, and then Rush Hour came, and I was like, "Oh, sorry." Because like I said, Charlie Sheen to me has always been all right. Like he just kind of he's Charlie Sheen. He wouldn't be my first choice to push Chris Tucker in.
I like that guy.
Neither with Jackie Chan, but I like Jackie Chan more than Charlie Sheen. That's why I like Rush Hour.
So I mean, like I don't. It's kind of hand in hand. It's just I like Chris Tucker more in Money Talks than in Rush Hour. So it's not like I think Charlie Sheen was better than Jackie Chan. I just like Chris Tucker's character more in Money Talks than Rush Hour.
You know, he's playing the same character, kind of.
Actually, he's
kind of. Yeah. No, see, in the he's playing a hustler in Money Talks, and in Rush Hour he's playing a detective. So there's two different roles.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Still acts the same, but
I mean, he's Chris Tucker.
No, like after Friday, they were like, Money Talks, Rush, and after them Rush Hour movie, that's all he was in was this Rush Hour. Like I just remember
that Rush Hour money is different.
He was like,
it's real, yeah.
I ain't got to do that.
Yeah, right. Money Talks too. What? No, yeah, Money does talk, and it's telling me to go to Rush Hour.
Yes, I don't know, Money. I can watch Money Talk anytime, any day. Like that. I love that fucking movie.
Okay, so my number 2, I mean, I don't know if you would consider it a duo. I kind of do, but I love this movie. So my number 2 is Bridesmaids.
That's debatable, I guess.
That's why I kind of had that disclaimer out.
Yeah.
No.
You have the two main ones.
Girls Trip, and that's a.
Oh wait, okay. So who's the duo in Bridesmaids?
Kristen Wiig and what's her name? Why am I drawing?
Maya Rudolph. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can see that.
That's who I consider the duo. A lot of the movie is just Kristen Wiig, but it's about their friendship, and so that's why I consider it a duo. But that's my favorite. That's my number 2.
All right, then shit.
I know you didn't like it.
If that's the case, maybe I should change.
I'm trying to tell you, putting this list together was not easy.
What's up again? Ocean's 11. It's George Clooney and Brad Pitt. Carry that movie.
This list was hard, you guys.
I need to change. I want to add Straight Outta Compton, Dr. Dre,
and Easy.
and Easy.
Sorry, I'm gonna try out Ninja Turtles. Leonardo and Raphael were the main people, and then
you mean Casey Jones and April?
That's my number 2.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was about to change something. Nah. All right. So number 2 is Bad Boys. The first one.
Okay,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Because I'll tell you the truth. If there was anybody else, I think that movie would not hold up at all. But
Like actors, any other actors in it?
yeah, not like, well, maybe, but like to me, it's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence is why that movie is just so good. Like watching it back in the day, I loved it. And watching it today, people always talk about the flaws, and I'm willing to overlook it because I just love the chemistry between Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Also, like when you bicker back and forth, you have to have like, that gets annoying real fast, but I like the way they argued. A lot of it is so funny. It wasn't like fucking Venom, but that's different. But sometimes you can bicker back and forth and it just gets annoying and it's not funny. It's like when people hate each other but they don't have no chemistry. Like, I'm sorry, anybody that likes this movie, Hitman's Bodyguard. I did not feel the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson. I'm sorry. Both of them. I didn't even see the second one. I'm just assuming.
No, the first one made sense. The first one, they weren't supposed to. It wasn't supposed to be a cool buddy cop thing. That second
one, I just didn't think they played well off each other. I don't know if it was a script, because to me, even Breaking Bad, they're not supposed to like each other. They hate each other. But I just like the energy they had with each other back and forth.
Oh, no,
like, even with the first.
Was up again? With what's his name? The kid.
Jesse?
Mr. White. He annoyed the fuck out of me. Like it was cool in the beginning, but then it got to, oh, you are real life acting like a bitch.
You talking about Jesse?
Yes.
Oh.
Nah, Jesse actually was kind of acting more manly than Walt. Walt started acting like a little bitch. Time went on. Yeah. Jesse actually got better as the show went on, and Walt kind of got on my damn nerves as the show went on.
That's an argument. Put that up too.
Yeah.
No, I'll go back and watch that show over and over again, and build up the details of it. So I guess Dad said he got into it like during like the 3rd or 4th season.
Yeah,
that's when
it takes a minute. It takes a minute.
Yeah. Speaking of shows that a lot of people like, I try to get into Blacklist.
What about Snowfall?
I like Snowfall, but I have to have somebody watch it. Like, there's some things I didn't understand. Like, the CIA does what? What is the CIA? Yeah. He's a wrestler. Why is he doing this shit? Is that why you laugh, Lamar? Because I was like, the only person I liked was Franklin. That's the only story I was like, oh, I can follow this. And all these other things, I'm all, wait, so why'd they go in there? Why'd they go? Hold on, pause. Same with Ozark. Same with Ozark. Like Breaking Bad, I'll say it is. Breaking Bad is a simple show. It's easy to follow. It's not really about the business. You don't really have to know the business of everything. But in Snowfall, if you don't know your history or have somebody can tell you that, you might be a little confused when they talk about like a couple other things, like who's the distributor, what they're trying to do.
I mean, not necessarily.
For me, it was, but because I was watching with Sam and I was like, yeah, I get this. Yeah, Franklin. Okay, yeah, he's trying to step up.
Because Snowfall is it's the black version of Snow. I mean, Snowfall. It's the black version of
the black version of Snow.
That's so stupid. The black version of Blow. There's not
other
a big
white
difference
stuff.
between there's not a big difference between Blow and Snowfall.
Yeah, I know, but that's another thing. Like Blow, I was still kind of confused too of what was going on, so I had to.
Okay.
We'll go back to close out our list before we get too far, because we've already got far into the television conversation again.
We can't help it, just go on other rants.
So your number 2 was Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Let's
all say our number 1 at the same time. I have a feeling we got the same one.
I don't think we'd have the same.
I don't think.
You don't think so?
And I think somebody already named one of mine already. Yeah, I think Lamar. Wait, no. I don't think no. I think we mentioned it, but I don't think it's anybody's list. So we could try it.
No, it might be everybody's same then.
Okay, let's look. Okay. On the count of 3. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Friday.
that's fucking hilarious.
It only makes sense.
All right.
Once you guys didn't say it, I was like, it's their number 1 also.
That is fucking hilarious.
So Lamar, I thought your number 1 was going to be Menace to Society.
That's not a. That movie's about Kane.
Well, I mean, if you went with my logic, where
Yeah, your logic don't make sense.
Yeah, no, her logic is, you know, fucking Ocean's 11,
Yeah.
Glorious Bastards, you know.
He was like, "Oh, Solo? You talking about the first Solo album? Yeah, okay. I choose Bone Thugs and Harmony East 1999, first Solo album. What the?
whatever. Okay, so we all got Friday's number one. We talked about it already a lot.
Before we close it out, honorable mentions I had was All About the Benjamins. I had Rush Hour. I had The Other Guys. I had White Man Can't Jump, and I had Fight Club. I was going.
There's
all of these shit.
There were so many good ones. I just had to be like, which one do I like the most? Which one I rewatch?
Mm-hmm.
And
do you have any honorable mentions, Josh?
No, I didn't really think, but I do agree with Lamar on a lot of them, like Fight Club, because I was thinking about like a movie where two people hold the movie together,
right,
and not have a
Fight
side
Club
cast.
is exactly what that
like
is.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Well, besides our number one,
I can name you all the other actresses in Bridesmaids. Now, can you name me?
They were side characters. It's different than like Girls Trip is different because all four of them are the center of the movie. Bridesmaids, it's just the two. The other ones are side characters.
But they're in it in a good amount of time. That's what I'm. Fine. Ocean's 12. All right, the duo. Okay, like I said, like you can say that with Ocean's 12 because they're the side people.
Matt Damon.
He's not the main guy. He's a side person. He's doing things.
Anyway, like I was saying, all of our lists are completely different with the exception of our number one.
Yeah.